Question, the member from Etobicoke-Lakeshore.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My question is for the Minister of Transportation. Last year, our government announced major investments in transit as part of Budget 2015. By moving forward with our plan to unlock the value of certain public assets, we've been able to support those investments in transit infrastructure projects through our Moving Ontario Forward plan. The residents of my community of Etobicoke-Lakeshore were extremely pleased to see our government announce a $13.5 billion investment in improvements across the GO Transit network last year as part of this plan. And Mr. Speaker, this year's budget continues to build on these crucial investments. Can the Minister please tell the members of this House more about how Budget 2016 will continue to build Ontario up?
Thank you. Minister of Transportation.
Well, thank you very much, Speaker. I want to begin by thanking the member from Etobicoke-Lakeshore for that fantastic question and for the wonderful job that he does, not just representing his community, but as parliamentary assistant involved in economic development, employment and infrastructure. Speaker, as that member mentioned, last year our government announced unprecedented investments as part of Budget 2015. And Speaker, this year our budget builds on this important plan. As a first step to achieving Regional Express Rail, we are already working to deliver a series of network-wide GO Rail service improvements, including 6 new trips during the AM and PM for commutes on the Milton, Richmond Hill and Stouffville corridor, Speaker, 10 new trips during off-peak hours on the Kitchener corridor to and from Brampton, and 52 new trips on each weekend day on the Kitchener corridor to and from Brampton and the Barrie corridor to and from Aurora, Speaker. Speaker, this year we are also announcing new and improved GO Bus connections to the GO Rail network for important communities like Cambridge and Brantford, along with a lot more, Speaker. Look forward to the supplementary answer as well.
Thank you. Supplementary.
Mr. Speaker, I want to thank the Minister for his response. It's clear that our government continues to put a great onus on investment in transit across the province. But transit isn't the only type of infrastructure that is important in creating a connected transportation network in Ontario. Residents of Etobicoke-Lakeshore work and travel throughout the province, and they want to know what our government is committed to investing in our roads and bridges and highways throughout Ontario. Mr. Speaker, can the Minister please tell members of this House how this year's budget will help us build and maintain critical transportation infrastructure across the province?
Thank you. Minister.
Speaker, thanks very much. A very important second part to the story of Budget 2016 as it relates to highways, roads and bridges, Speaker. For example, the improvement of the Highway 417 Ottawa-Queensway corridor, the widening of 9 kilometres of County Road 17 in the United Counties of Prescott and Russell, funding support for an additional ferry in the Kingston area. Speaker, this morning I spent some time with the Minister of Economic Development, Employment and Infrastructure, where we announced the expansion and the extension of Highway 427. Speaker, this morning that important project saw us standing in front of literally hundreds of skilled tradespeople whose jobs and livelihoods will depend on this kind of investment from this government. And the one question those skilled tradespeople ask that minister and myself is, will Patrick Brown and Andrea Horvath stand up and support them and help us build Ontario up?